What a beautiful looking day it is for the Spanish Grand Prix, and I'm here, Psycho Enigma, and we're here for round 5 of the Formula 1 2012 World Championship. If I sound slightly fainter, I've moved my mic and I'll test the audio quality after. I also haven't uploaded qualifying sessions for this. Reason being is, 1, I hate Spain, and 2, I just think like it's just easier for me not recording qualifying sessions, getting ragey at them for my lack of performance, and therefore not being in the best mood for recording the race. But anyway, we're 24th on the grid. We actually qualified 18th, but thanks to Timo Glock, I was on a hot lap, and at the final chicane, coming onto the final corner, I was on his inside, and he needed to go in the pit, but I was right alongside him. Like, his side pod was with my front left, and he came across just like that and spun out, and for some reason I got the penalty. No idea why. I don't think the hot lap would have got us out of 18th, so we're down in 24th. Ricardo got 14th. He qualified quite well, and they gave me the objective of 10th in the race, or in qualifying, and I'm thinking, ain't no way I'm doing that. But this is our setup. I figured there's a slight chance of rain, so I went for these sort of things. Again, always went with the front, always going with more downforce at the front to help get the background a bit more oversteer. Balanced anti-roll bars, balanced spring suspension stiffness, and it's just like I'm hoping that the rain will come early. It's a 17 lap race, so I'm going to look to push a set of primes as long as I can. Hopefully to sort of lap 10, and if the rain's not coming down then I've got no idea what to do. But I'm hoping kind of it to be like China, where we scored decent points because rain came at the end and we were bold and stuck it out. I would really love if this race was something like Bahrain, where we got a podium finish, which was fantastic for the team, for the Drivers' Championship. I'm up in 9th, you know, fighting out with some big guns like Button, Alonso and Perez in the points tally. But we're going to see how this goes. I'm not sure. I'm not brilliant around Spain. Maybe in a more competitive car we could do a bit better. But we will see. We will see. And you're probably getting a bit of the feedback of the speakers on my TV. Oh, God, that's all gone badly. Please go to the source. There we go. Sorry. I'm glad it's still recording my my Xbox screen there, because I just randomly went to TV. Right, so we need to clear these back markers really quick. We're going to use pretty much all of our curves off the line, get a bit of grass, and sneak up behind Vitaly Petrov. And this is a position gainer into turn 1, and we have got a clear run. We're up behind Bruno Senna, and Senna and Maldonado look like the two to beat this weekend in first qualifying, and Ricardo's gone off, and we just about avoided him, and we're banging side pods with Senna. But Senna and Maldonado were first and second in Q1. We're up the inside of Kimi. I'm pretty sure we can hold it. We got Hamilton slipping back. And I think we're clear into this next corner. And we're down the inside of Maldonado, pushing him out wide and just ran him out of road. That was his own fault. He didn't give up the place. I refuse to take responsibility for that. But there are just so many corners on this track I do not like and that I can't get right. This being one of them. I always get bad understeer in the early part of a race. And Di Resta appears to have done well. Di Resta done well off the start. I'm going to look to undercut him here. Get a bit of driver up to 9th. That's 15 positions gained on the opening lap of a Grand Prix. Some would say down to some dirty tactics. Others would say not. Banging side pods with Senna was pretty bad. Maldonado just didn't give up the room, plain and simple. And I hate this last chicane. You can't attack it in any way. Like, you cannot get angry with the curbs there. Yeah, but our straight line speed is still going to be an issue. And I'm going to try and lower the volume. And I'm on the grass. We've picked up a bit of debris on the tyres. We need to keep that. We need to keep Di Resta behind us as well.
We think there's a chance of light rain in 15 minutes time.
Light rain in 15, so that will definitely be with us before the end of the race, and we'll probably definitely have to swap to inters. Because if we say a minute 30 per lap. You know, that's about 9 laps before it rains, something like that. I don't know. That's a quick mental calculation. I'm probably wrong. But yeah, this will hopefully be nice. You know, Psycho Enigma in the Spanish Grand Prix for Toro Rosso. Gonna look to defend. And someone's gone who the hell, was that? One of the Lotus. Just gone incredibly wide there. I'm not too sure who it was. And Ricciardo's down in the pack after his off-track excursion in turn 1. You can see there on the mini-map he's fighting probably at the back with De La Rosa and Narain Kartakayan. And I forgot to use my curves on this lap, so we're going to drop it all out of the through the final corner. And 126, and it's not amazingly quick, you know, as compared to what probably the fastest lap is, if it shows us whoever set it on that lap. And we've gone deep, we've gone very deep. Oh god, that's gone awfully bad. I'm just not good around this track at picking my braking points and my references. But I don't know. We're going to have to see how everything unfolds. I'm pretty sure we might be able, if we're bold with... If we're bold, we're trying to get these options to last, we might be able to sneak up the points a bit more, or we can be too bold and we'll slip back. And that will be bad. And Ricciardo's in for some reason. Not too sure why. Maybe damaged his front wing trying to overtake people. And look, you see, that corner there, I always get it wrong and I'm kicking up dust. And we've got no grip. And our objective of finishing is 12th. I'm pretty sure we can beat that. I'm hoping to get points. Points would be nice, and it's really awkward where I've placed my microphone in front of my TV, so my voice is projected to it. I can't see my KERS bar or my DRS. So I'm literally going to have to rely on sounds and... I don't know. But we're going to get DRS soon. Okay, so DeResta's going to put in the next 5 laps. I want to get these options to last physically as long as possible because of the rain. So I don't want to have to swap to primes and then worry about rain. Speaking of fuel, we got +3. That still loads. Maybe starting on primes and then switching to options later might have been a viable option. Not options, but like swapping to whatever tyres was necessary. You can see it's starting to get a bit darker as we go around these laps. And we're not hanging on to the group ahead, but we're not exactly dropping back at a ridiculous rate. I know for one our race pace is better than our qualifying pace. But this doesn't appear to be interesting. It probably won't get very interesting until the rain comes, to be 100% honest with you guys.
See if we can use that to...
Okay, so apparently we're quicker than Massa in Sector 3. I'm pretty sure that was just due to the last lap because he went to pass whoever he's ahead of, because we are extremely slow in Sector 2. And DeResta's starting to close in on us. I don't like that at all. We need to drop everything around this final corner, but make sure DeResta's not in DRS range. I think he might have been, to be honest. No, just over a second behind. Gears again, very much set for the race to get it up to that speed, because I doubt I ever get close enough behind someone to warrant using DRS. And yeah, in qualifying I don't want to hamper myself for the race. It'd probably be beneficial if I did go bolder for qualifying times, and we're dropping back from Massa quite a bit now. But we're in the points and we're not being unruly threatened by DeResta. Long way to go, still 13 laps including the one we're on. I'm confident there will be some shuffling around, there usually is in the pit stops. And we've gone wide again, picking up the gravel on the tyre, and DeResta seeing that as an opportunity to be 0.2 of a second behind us and get a bit racy in. I think we're starting to get on the power a bit too soon in that little hairpin there. Okay, so 10 minutes till the rain. So let me work that out. basing it on 1 minute 30s and then subtracting a few seconds. So I'm going to try and do that mentally. I'm going quiet. My apologies. Okay, so I'm thinking that's about 6 laps, 7 laps, I don't know. I was more... My train of thought got broken as I heard a Mercedes engine getting closer and closer to me. We'll see how long these options last, and I've just realised we're still in rich mix, and we've gone in deep. We've gone in very deep. The rest are not getting the opportunity to pass us. It's a standard, I think. But that was not good at all. We've taken that corner much better, getting on the curves sooner. It means we've left less to defend ourselves from the DRS. We lost 1.3 seconds to Massa in that sector. Looking to give Toro Rosso some credibility. Up 15 places from my starting position. You know, just points finishes for the rest of the season would be nice, but we've lost the back end. And Di Resta peels in though. Di Resta has gone into pit lane. But that leaves us open to be attacked from Lewis Hamilton. But we have DRS as well. We're moving across.
With 7 places up on our predicted finish. Come on, keep going.
So that was not a classy bit of driving at all by me there. But at least we didn't get a penalty for any kind of stupidness that we have caused. And we could affect the result of this race by sitting here, because Button's going to try and to get past us. And I feel as if these tyres will give out at some point. I'm not too sure when. But I think Button was up there challenging for the lead. And obviously he's come out right in the mix of a battle between me, Di Resta and Hamilton. It's probably enraging Button as well, because he lost his front wing trying to pass me in Bahrain and lost out on a definite podium spot by being just very aggressive. Button's probably going to get the DRS here. And everyone else is peeling into the pits. Will we lead a Grand Prix? Will we lead a Grand Prix? There's Checo Perez. And Hamilton's passed... Button, I mean, as Jensen has passed Sergio. And we are in the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. Can we lead a lap? If we can cross the finish line in first, we'll lead a lap in a Toro Rosso. The back end is starting to get very... My tyres are shot. Tyres are absolutely shot, but I'm going to keep going. This is going to be interesting. It all depends on how long these tyres are going to last before they give way and before we have to go in for what I'm going to assume is going to be intermediates. We could be in the pound seats here for opportunity or opportunists. Get the tyres to last, pit the same time as these guys. We could come out on inters and be in the lead and win the Spanish Grand Prix from 24th on the grid. I know that sounds a bit far-fetched, but I'm willing to give it a try. And our lap times, you know, aren't looking ridiculously bad. I mean, they're not exactly fast, but we're not... We're lapping in the 127s at the moment on quite a short set of option tyres, which, you know, considering our best is effectively a 126. It's 1.3 seconds down. Light rain in 5 minutes. All my tyres need to do is last about another 3 laps. And then we'll peel off for intermediates. And then Toro Rosso have been slow with their stops this year, and McLaren and Ferrari are probably going to be quite quick, so we might get held up. Starting to tense up, but we're getting better. We're defending from Jensen. Alonso's starting to come up behind, the hometown boy. The first 3 cars within 7/10 of one another. They're on the prime tyres. I'm on a absolutely worn down set of options. I will defend this position until I physically cannot do so anymore. As long as I'm careful with the gas, careful with my steering, we should be able to hold them off. Button's going to have the DRS. We're going to use our curves to defend. And Button's had to come off the gas.
A good distance between yourself and the car behind.
Oh, we've lost the back end in turn 1. But no one got past. We are just going to cause a train of cars. Button's on our outside. We could create a great finish here. We could like bunch up the field, and then when everyone switches to inters, it's like a 5-lap race. Although saying that, when the rain starts, we won't be swapping to inters straight away. This is also a bad part of this plan.
You need to pit in this lap.
I don't need to. Shush. I'm making decisions on the fly. As Kimi would say, I know what I'm doing. This is genius strategy by me. It's daring, it's ambitious, it's bold, and it could get us a win. Come on, Rain. I need you. I need you now. Let's go Rich. That's more bold moves. We've got Kurz to defend. Here comes Button. Here comes Vettel. And again we've survived with a wildly fishtailing rear end. So that makes the train of cars behind us. Button, Vettel. I do believe there's another Red Bull. What's happened to Fernando? We've got Button. Button's on our outside. We can defend the inside line. We can keep this from him. And I know you guys are probably going to find this boring, but this is going to break down to a nail-biting finish. Button's going to be looking at us. Button's going to be thinking about it. Close the door. Make sure there's no position.
We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
Yes, I know I need to pit. Just stop giving me this information. Because it's there and it's making me conscious about how my tyres are doing. Button's there's no slightly faster about it, my friend, Mr. Race Engineer Man. Button is ridiculously faster than us, and we are going to hold him off. We are going to keep this lead. And this is making me think now, with the rule, everyone else pitted to get primes. But if it starts raining and warrants the intermediates, will I get penalised? I don't think I should. I think that would be quite unfair if I did. I need this rain. I need it now. Oh.
We're starting to see light rain out on track. It's starting to
starting to rain. That's good. Where is it? Where is the rain so I can see it? Seeing it will give me hope. Because what I think is, judging by what happened in China, I think if we went in at the end of lap 14 and went for inters then, that's probably a good idea. And there's a big train of cars behind us now. Look at this. Look at this car, this train, and we're not even, our fuel's running out here. Trying to defend off Button and change your fuel mix is not going to go down well.
Intermediate tyres for next box. Intermediate tyres.
Prepare myself for when we do have to peel in. We're going to need to go for inters, and I'm failing to see this rain. Rain, rain, where are you? I need you. I need this rain. We need this rain to, like, if we stand a hope and a prayer. Will this gamble pay off? Is it gonna pay off? Okay, so Button and Webber are both having a look. Button's down the inside. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm pretty sure it might not rain here. I'm starting to get that feeling that we might need to go to primes. Wait, no, I'm seeing drizzle. I'm seeing drizzle. Oh, I don't know.
Intermediate tyres confirmed.
I don't know. This is now one of those calls where it's dangerous. Because I'm running so close to the penalty barrier. I'm going to run out of laps. It needs to be raining harder. And people need to be falling off the road. We'll have to see what it's like next time round. I'm gonna have to pit at the end of this, of this lap anyway. Here comes Button. Button's coming through. Or is he? Or is he? We've defended it. I don't know how, but we defended it, and the rain's getting heavier. This is gonna get properly. Right, next lap it's gonna be even worse. I'd say Inter's this pit. I know that sounds like a bad call, but I'm doing it.
Intermediate tyres for next box. Intermediate tyres.
It will come down to lap 17. This is now make or break. If I'll go in this lap, rain's starting to spread into the second sector. We're probably not going to be that competitive on lap 16. We're going to have to see how this one goes. I know I need to pit and use both types of tyres, but if I go to the inters because of the rain, I don't know if I'll get a penalty or not. I've dropped it. And Jensen lost his front wing. Come on, Jensen. Let me through. No, that was a bad call by me. I've cost the McLaren. That was bad racing. That was very bad. We're going to put the Inters on, and we're going to see if we strike it lucky. And a good stop this time by Toro Rosso. So the rain's coming down, but it's probably not going to be coming down that badly.
The race officials have disabled DRS due to the weather conditions.
Right, so DRS is disabled due to the weather conditions, so the rain's coming down. So that means it's probably going to be really treacherous next lap. Everyone's all bunched up together. We need to see how this is going to play out. Button's going to be quicker than us. There's no doubt about that. Button's going to want vengeance on us. The make it or break it strategy probably isn't going to have worked to my advantage. I think next lap will be the interesting one though, because this is treacherous. Last time we tippy-toed round on primes, I think Inters could be the way to go this time. Although everyone's carrying on. Oh, there's been an incident.
The tyres have picked up some marbles. Keep to the racing line and wear them off.
Every one of the lead runners has carried on. Yeah, no, I'm starting to think that I should have carried on as well. I think Button's gone off. Button had gone off. 10 seconds behind Maldonado, and these rainy, treacherous conditions could prove for an interesting finish if we actually catch anyone. They've all probably thought it doesn't warrant a pit. We're going to be in a better position than them on this lap. We may just catch some people here. Look, people are falling off the road. We've gained 3 seconds on Lewis Hamilton in this sector. This is the sector where it's wet. Nico Hulkenberg has dropped back. We're 10 seconds ahead of Button. There's been a big incident. There's a lot of people on the grass and in the gravel. So many people have gone wide. Bruno Senna. Nico Rosberg. They're all on dry tyres. Everyone is sliding off the road. We're there on Senna. People are falling off left, right and centre. There goes one of the Force Indias. There's Maldonado and Grosjean. We've made up a few spots. Mark Webber takes the checkered flag. Everyone's made it around the final chicane okay. And the final corner as well. But we have finished in 8th place in one of the craziest ends to a Grand Prix I've seen in a long time. For 1 point, it looked like we were not going to score a point, and we'd come through to take 8th place and take home 4 points. That was a mad finish. Everyone's sliding off the road, and I thought our risk wasn't going to pay off, and I thought we were going to get 17th for sure when I came out on those Inters. But the rain, it didn't give us the win that I was hoping. If it rained heavier sooner, we may have just snuck a few more points out of that. But I'm more than happy to take 8th place after starting 24th in those conditions at the end. We still managed to beat Maldonado and Hamilton. And De Resta slipped down to 12th. And unfortunately, there's Romain Grosjean with a 20-second time penalty, and Nico Rosberg probably for causing crashes. Button finished 17th in the end after the incident with us, after we dropped our car. But that was quite a good race. What does it do for the championship standings? I think
You're still 6th in the Drivers' Championship.
so. We've dropped down to 9th. I think we were 8th or 9th before. We're ahead of Button now by a point, and ahead of Maldonado by a point. We're behind Raikkonen and Felipe Massa by a point as well. Everyone else is accelerating. Mark Webber gonna take this championship by storm. And what about the constructors? How's the constructors is looking? We've got Toro Rosso up above Williams. We're sitting nice and pretty here for these championships. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of wacky and crazy Grand Prix. Certainly interesting at the end after some daring driving, I would have to say. You'd probably find the middle section of that race boring. The end was quite interesting, to say the least. We came away with 4 points this weekend. We're going to move on to Monaco next week. That's certainly going to be an interesting one. Probably a crash fest and I'll get disqualified on lap 2 or something. But who knows. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next weekend for Monaco. Peace.